polls. Joining us now from London is Foley of Rabobank. Jane, welcome to the special show. The referendum's turning out to be a complete nail-biter. How are you reading the situation?
I think there's probably more than a small chance. In fact, if we look at some of the opinion polls, they are suggesting things could be really quite close. In fact, if we also look at the bookies' odds, now the bookies' odds are suggesting that it should be quite a clear win for the Remain camp. But of course, the bookies have also disclosed that what we're seeing is that the weight of the money is coming from London on the Remain camp. And in fact, if you look at just the split down, the breakdown of the number of bets that have been placed outside of London, the greatest volume, albeit for smaller amounts, is actually for the Leave campaign, meaning that there's a skew in these odds in favour of Remain. So it really could go in both directions. What we've seen this week is, of course, some of the relief rally coming through in asset prices. In sterling, for instance, we've certainly seen a massive move higher in sterling over the last couple of sessions on the anticipation it will be a Remain vote. But there's still a huge amount of uncertainty out there. And I think Friday it could bring some serious volatility, really, really through the night on Thursday as those results come out. Area by area within the UK.
Yep, Jane, the British Prime Minister Cameron has put a lot at stake with this referendum, and a win for the Remain camp alone may not be enough to help him stay on. He needs to win with a massive margin.
I think I would really agree with the position that there is going to be still a lot of volatility. I mean, in fact, if we look at just the UK to start off with, it is quite likely, even if it is a narrow win in favour of the Remain, that Prime Minister Cameron's job is looking very questionable. So we have political uncertainty. We've got uncertainty about who can be the leadership of the UK government. So that there is one degree of uncertainty. But then if we shift the focus to Europe, I think what the Brexit campaign in London in UK has done is really focused a lot of attention on those cracks that are quite apparent in many different countries. For instance, one survey done last week by Pew suggests that dissatisfaction with the EU is greater in France than it is in the UK. We have dissatisfaction, some questions about the position of Danish people within the referendum, particularly if there's a Brexit. Sweden, there is some scepticism. Even in Italy, some scepticism too. Now, we have some voter dissatisfaction, years of austerity, for instance, low wage rises, all of this leading to this position where people are already moving away from centrist politicians towards the left wing, towards the right wing. And I do think that amongst all these protest votes, it is a lot of anti-EU sentiment is really manifesting. So I think we have a lot of volatility in politics in Europe, and that is before you try and work out what the impact of that will be on the economies.
Take your point entirely, Jane Foley. I'll let you go back and look at your trading screen and at the way in which the pound, at least for the moment, is absorbing a potential win for the Remain camp. But